Very simple question. How optimistic are you about the future relationship between our UK banks and our UK businesses? Come on, Jason, one line.
Very, very optimistic. I think I think there's an awful lot to be optimistic about. I think we feel that the industry's moving in the right direction. There's still things to change, but I think SMEs are going to get a better deal going forward.
Phil?
Yeah, sorry, it's a bit scripted, this one, but I'll keep it short. Huw, as you'll know from your previous job, you know, the former private business for 20 years did a biennial banking report, which, you know, was significantly influenced the marketplace. We recently revisited some of that data and trended it, and what's slightly worrying is that the impact of banking policy on UK small businesses was moved from what was roughly being neutral to marginally helpful pre-recession to now being more harmful. So the perception of our members and small businesses out there is that, it's probably not a surprise, is that the banking activities around things like charges, availability, service, calling in loans has become more harmful than it was 5 years ago. So that worries me slightly.
Okay. Well,
I think the relationship is cyclical. So as the economy picks up, I think the relationship between businesses of any types and banking gets healthier. When the next crisis hits in 2022, it goes downhill again.
was that 22? Please take a note.
Or
The cycle
2023
moves.
or 2024. No, the every 10 years or 9.3 years, as somebody corrected me the other day. There's a bust because the banks took us into this one. It's slightly stranger. So I'd add on 3 or 4 years, and relationships with banks get healthy when everybody's confident and the economy's growing.
Okay. Thank you, Birgitte.
Well, I'm also very optimistic. I think there's definitely going to be an increasing better relationship between UK banks and UK businesses. I think because, first of all, we have new interests coming in. So small or startup banks, or banks that grow, they're innovative. They try to understand the users and the markets. I think the big banks are also becoming more innovative. They start to take advantage of the scale. So how can they do more with more rather than less with more? So they're learning themselves. They want to be innovative. They're not ignorant to all of our discussion here. They're aware of lots of the problems, and also basically they want to gain the reputation, and they could only do this by doing good banking. And therefore, I'm very optimistic.
Thank you. Omar, final word?
So my colleagues tell me I'm a pessimist and that I've successfully predicted 7 of the last 3 banking crises. But on a more serious note, I think I am optimistic about UK banking. I'm optimistic about the UK economy, and obviously they are both highly correlated. Balance sheets are being cleaned up, impairments are reducing. Demand for lending is beginning to increase. The supply side and all of the things that we've talked about earlier today is being resolved. So I look out the strength of our banking industry, underpinned by initiatives to strengthen the capital base, make banks easier to resolve, which allows newer entrants to come in, as encouraging signs, and I'm optimistic for the future.